mention it. I have never heard any American get stressed about the K word I will use from now on. I didn't say it.
With the amount of anti-Semitism going on, are you kidding me, Gigi?
That's anti-Semitic.
The K word? Yes, it is.
Seriously? Are you actually being serious? Because it's certainly not here.
On different K words.
Oh, okay. So you're just being a dick then.
Yeah.
Which is the word that ends in K. Yes, anyway, don't go out in your panties and your boots because you look like a weirdo.
Gigi, what are your measurements?
Excuse me?
What are your measurements? How many stone?
What's your body count?
I'm sorry, what are my measurements and what is my body count?
I didn't say body count. That's none of my business.
No. Barry shut that one in to the convo, which I thought was nice of him.
Just trying to throw my input, that's all.
But that was appreciated, Barry. Thank you.
Hey, gotta try, right?
God loves a trier.
God, I hate being sick.
Oh, you poorly sick.
Mm-hmm. Can you rub some Vicks Vapor up on me, please?
Really not. Man flu? Is that what we've got here? Okay, bad case of the man flu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Have you got anyone there to look after you?
No.
Oh, you'll have to rub your Vicks in all by yourself still, won't you? Darn it.
Matt wants to rub.
Are you a smoker?
Sorry?
Are you a smoker?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I might be.
You might be.
Do you want me to be?
Hey. None of my business.
You just heard me light up.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I'm blind, so my other senses, are sharper.
Oh, you are? Okay. Is that true? Is that true then that you get like heightened senses of smell and hearing and stuff?
I don't know. Not for me. I just have I pick on some audio cues sometimes. That's the extent of the superpower.
That's kind of cool superpower though.
Also was very good at hearing parents of my girlfriend walking up the stairs.
The creaky stairs.
Well, they're not being creaky. I was just that good. Not only that department.
Wow. So, do you mind if I ask if you've been blind from birth, or has it been?
No, I'm visually impaired. I'm like legally blind, but I can see that. And it's like a degrading thing. So with time, I see less.
Sorry to hear that. I guess at the moment, I don't know if you're familiar. We have a program called Strictly Come Dancing here, which is like the American Dancing with the Stars, and it's where celebrities.
Dancing?
Yeah.
I also heard that, but yeah, keep going.
And Strictly Come Dancing. And at the moment, there's a guy in there who's completely blind, and he's basically doing all the dances, and he's incredible, and he's got a degenerative eye condition, so he could see when he was younger, and then it's got worse as he's got older, and now he's profoundly blind. But he's incredible, and he's got this real kind of, you just adapt and you deal with whatever life throws at you attitude, which I just, I admire so much, and I haven't spoken to you for very long at all, but I kind of get the sense that maybe you've got the same attitude.
You see, the problem is that you guys in Britain, you have like this inspirational blind dude that like he dances and he's awesome. And all I have in Israel is like this motherfucker who done the what's it called, like the house, the Big Brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know the show where they're like in the house and they film them all the time.
Yeah. Big Brother. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a guy that he was like, he had some eye condition, and everybody like in Israel is like, oh, so you're like this guy from the Big Brothers, and yeah.
I mean, there's loads of people, right? Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Raoul Midden, amazing musicians who are, you know, completely blind and have like blown people away with their music. So just direct people to them rather than some crazy Big Brother dude, right?
we have my thing is that we have I'm a software engineer, and my kind of inspiration came from those three Arab brothers from a place called Qasim. Back, I don't know if it was 70s or maybe the 80s, they started doing a thing called phreaking, which is basically like hacking but for phone lines.
Uh-huh.
They took like hijacked the military radio station's phone lines.
Wow.
And made like a huge amount of money by selling out like phone calls like to crowd, and selling them like locally to their friends and family, whatever, in some cafes. They stole like a godly amount of money like doing those kind of things. They've been busted.
Great cuteness.
And then there have been trials like for quite a long time, and like they've been struggling to put them away because like nobody kind of knew what exactly they did and how to prove like. And they're like two completely blind brothers.
Wow.
And they've been like listening to their communications,
This
like
is my kingdom.
local whatever
You are not
internal affairs department.
Please don't scroll.
Track them.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day.
Crazy. Like the fact that they could do it anyway, but the fact they did that without any sight is.
They've been doing social engineering. They've been calling like field technicians.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have no supporters. So if you have the chance, please subscribe.
That's kind of like, I mean, obviously, I guess, you know, what they've done is criminal, but at the same time, pretty admirable. That they were able to do it. I'm sort of torn on how I feel about it, but, you know, well done, really. So what time is it? Are you an hour ahead of us? What time is it in Israel?
I think maybe 2. I said 3 something.
Yeah, exactly 2 hours.
No, it's 2:15 now because our time's changed, so
Yes.
it's just an hour now.
For me, it's 3. And for him, it's 4.
Okay.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a
Where are
big
you based,
content.
Gabby?
Right now in Germany.
Ah, nice. That is good.
Yeah, that's richtig.
That's about as much as I can remember. I think I do know how to say I've got a snake in my leather trousers, but that doesn't really help me very much being a woman. So.
That's funny.
It
I don't
depends
even know how to
it
say
depends on what clubs you frequent.
Well, there is that as well. I could throw people off because my voice is quite deep for a female. It's quite common.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have no supporters.
Just typical British, deep, sarcastic voice. Not that there's anything wrong with being trans, by the way.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have no supporters. So if you have the chance, please subscribe.
Unless you can
That's right.
Please don't.
Okay, Eddie,
Please don't
nice to
scroll.
see you again.
What are you like?
I'm gonna leave this way.
Suicidal?
Oh God, I hope not.
There's only one thing in this world that will love you more than
Farewell. It's nice seeing you again.
No, I'm tired, that's why.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Please don't scroll.
It was a pleasure.
I live with roaches. Bouching of them. We now close friends. Couldn't get rid of them.
Nice to meet you.
How do you intend to kill him?
Ryan, Emma's here on the
Bye,
phone.
Ellie.
Danny.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have.
The interview. Alright, let's go. I went through. Bye, everyone.
Peace. Peace in the Middle East. Peace in the Middle East.
Not going to do that in political compass, right? If you don't practice, you don't go to temple, you are not a part of the community. You can call yourself a Jew all you want, but you're not representing the vote. So it depends on the numbers you're using.
That identify as Jewish.
Yeah, I'm not a big, as everybody in this room knows, you can identify as whatever the fuck you want. I can identify as somebody who fucks a Hemsworth. It doesn't mean that actually happens. So I like to stick to like factual statistical realities. I can identify as a black lesbian with 3 titties, but it doesn't mean I...
No, I mean to pollsters, like the exit polls. They said they were Jewish. That's what I mean. Not in the trans.
Well, again, this is my point. I can call myself black right now. Doesn't make me black, right? What I'm saying is when you want to lean into polls, which I do not, insert gay joke there, wonderful timing, but when you want to lean into polling that is based on self-identification, people like me are always going to push back, especially in the Jewish community. That's like using Clarence Thomas to represent what black people think. You can find the tokens you want, and then you can reframe that. You can reframe populations of people as a group that are not really that group. I mean, we see this argument done all the time with black people and then Africans and immigrants who, fall into being black and the separation of those groups. So she did the worst a Democrat has done with Jews in 100 years, statistically. So aside from what percentage she picked up, she lost essential coalition members for a pander that did not pay off. But it would have been one thing if she had lost the Jewish vote but picked up the Arab vote. She didn't. Would have been one thing if she lost the Jewish vote but picked up the Muslim vote. She didn't. She pandered to the far left progressivism. They didn't like the pandering and vote for her, and the Jewish and moderates didn't like that she pandered, and they didn't vote for her. So it was a double loss. Like, she doubled down on a gamble, and it didn't pay off.
I agree with you. She lost doubly or triply or quadruply in terms of demographics. Well, this is what I'll say as a progressive who's center left, right? And I don't mean, obviously I'm not, this is not a personal attack. This is not anything. I'm just giving you my honest political reading of things. Is that I think the embrace and identification of the gay movement in general, starting with Obama, just undercut the party. Because when I look at all the other demographics, and obviously we talked about Clinton even leaning further into it, I mean, civil rights, black issues, etc., have gone on for decades now, over a century. So that's nothing new.
Technically, I'm not. I hate the government. I'd never be there for it. I pay my taxes, so I don't go to jail.
True.
Oh yeah, fucking FEMA, we're gonna start working as soon as it hits 5.
It's happy hour at the bar, so we can assist you with the hurricane relief.
Yeah. When the hurricane happens, alright guys, it's 5 p.m. We know no one else is gonna die during the next few hours when we're off work. So we're just gonna take a break because it's a little working hour. A fucking disaster, you piece of shit.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen within this specific area yet. Yeah.
Nothing
bro, have you
pisses me off more than holidays, but I'll email someone, and then they won't respond to me for 10 days because it's like a fucking holiday or some shit. Oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving. Then after Thanksgiving, it's like December, and December is like pretty much Christmas, and then Christmas is like, it's almost New Year. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You lazy piece of shit.
Now, I will say, if you work in an office like that, and you don't get rewarded for overtime, I don't blame them. That's not even the fault of the CEO. That's not even the fault of the workers. That is the fault of the management. And I mean management in the sense that it's not the people who are the quote-unquote management, but the actual management. People who are in charge of everything, how resources allocated based on the orders of, say, I don't know, a board. Those people, they should go for themselves because they're the ones that have caused the issue.
I will say that I do know a lot of managers in a lot of different businesses, and one of the things they manage to is churn in headcount and turnover, and they think about ramp up time and onboarding and how long it takes. And people are so goddamn sensitive that they're worried about giving people pushback on things like that, turning into them resigning and then them having a difficult time backfilling, which is probably failing in its own right, having that problem to begin with. But it's compounded and societal. I think it extends beyond the boundaries of just one org. Like if I've got a whole bunch of good technical resources that want to take that approach to a December, and I give them a hard time about it, and they can easily just go get fang job somewhere, I could take a massive hit and a brain drain and get screwed completely because those other companies are offering like everything I'm offering plus free therapy and back rubs and ping pong tables and 5-star meals in the cafeteria, and then my business just sucks wind because of it.
Yeah.
Just my experience. You guys tell me if that shit's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Reminds me of Apple. What we've heard about it anyway.
Tech jobs. Yeah, the people there are kind of spoiled, I think. We've got way too much soy devs who can't even program properly.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 YouTubes live now. And the goal is in the future is to pair up.
What the fuck is this?
X and
What happens when you follow rules today? Your code compiles. What happens if you follow rules in Soviet Union? You go to labor camps. What the fuck? What kind of messages are these, man?
We're also live on X itself, as well as we're live streaming on a new YouTube account. So this is Elon Musk, aka Adrian Dittman. You are in the subscribe now YouTube channel. So subscribe now if you haven't subscribed yet.
I was playing some chess yesterday with Augie.
Yeah.
This guy's good.
Is it really? Okay, I'll have to play.
He's really good. It's fun.
Yeah.
I was there for a while.
Chess ranking? What's this chess ranking?
I don't fucking know.
I think he made a new account. A bunch of us made new accounts, so we're not really ranked right now, but.
What platform?
I don't really give a shit about the chess ranking. I give a shit about whether or not it's fun.
Is it chess.com? Yeah. You should find out pretty soon.
Alright, let me sign up.
Oh my god.
I have played way too many chess puzzles, and I have not played enough chess.
Puzzles are good though, yeah. Helps you out.
Yeah, but that
No, I like to play against actual people.
the problem with mine is I'm way too good at the like the end games as a result, and I suck ass in like the openings and mid games.
Yeah, makes sense actually.
I'm like not gonna go through any of the puzzles. I give a shit. I will do trial by fire and figure it out that way. Training wheels are training wheels. They don't teach you how to actually ride the bike.
No, the chess puzzles are very good at teaching you endgame.
You don't need that because the act that you're going to commit to anyways is I play game, I win or lose game, examine why I won or lost game, because they literally have replay. You can look at exactly what happened.
For you to understand, this is look. This is why Marcus, what the fuck was his name? The current world champion, what's his name again? Magnus Carlsen. This is why Magnus Carlsen is currently the best player in the world, right? Because during the Soviet Union's time and the fucking Bobby Fischer time, they didn't have computers for them to practice this shit with. The reason that chess ratings have gotten better is because people have been able to memorize more, they've been able to see more examples, they've been able to play against computers, this is why like chess openings like change every fucking year. Right? Which opening people start with, because they look at what the computers tell them, this gives you the edge right now, this gives you the edge right now, blah 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 blah. And then based off that they make decisions. The entire chess world at like the highest echelons is like entirely dependent on computers right now.
That's
So basically, it proves me right because you have trickles down that level.
You're talking over each other. I didn't hear anything both of you said.
Yeah, that's not my bad. You go.
So basically, what you're saying is I'm right. Because I don't give a shit about the computer. I don't give a shit about anything. I will trade against fellow humans because that's the worst thing to play against. Because they're unpredictable as fuck. Like, why would I let the computer do the thinking for me? I don't do that. Like, there's two things. Either you automate a system to the point that you have literally zero impact in it, then you may as well just make the computer play for you. Or you learn what it is that you want to beat and then actually play it. There's no in between. It's your brain cells versus somebody else's brain cells. And if you do anything else other than that, then you're not really you, and it's not your skill. So the chess rating shows that I don't give a shit. What I care about is the game itself. That's why the first thing I did, set everything to advanced, throw myself in there and see how fast I'll get checkmated and why exactly that is. But once you figure that out, once you figure out exactly how all of this works, you kind of work your way backwards from there.
You should play chess 360 then.
Why?
Because normal chess is way too much memorization.
Again, you were saying I should nerf myself. Fuck that.
No, I mean, like, you are gonna get nerfed because you're not studying the actual fucking techniques. People who have played chess, who have played chess longer than you, just based off the fact that they've memorized a bunch of techniques, are gonna kick your ass.
Yes. You're going to see the techniques be played on you, and you're going to memorize them by your losses. That's how it works. I used to be very good at first-person shooter games, not because I was good at aiming, but because I was good at understanding where people were going to be. I used to shoot a lot through walls, and that gave me a lot of problems because, yeah.
Get reported, yeah. People are like, he's hacking. No.
So I actually, like on Call of Duty, I'd like no scope through walls sometimes because I already know that people are going to be there in this direction. And basically 80% of everything that's Call of Duty is just saying, okay, I'm holding a place here. Like it's like chess almost in a sense because that's what it's reduced down to. It's like chess but with bullets minus all the fun stuff with like superpowers and such. So it's like your opening is I'm going to throw a fucking grenade and you'd like, okay, if it's some sort of domination-based game, which is like a game modes, then you probably want to throw out. A frag grenade, or you have your choice of stuns. But realistically speaking, frags are actually kind of good because if you're going to go out there with like an LMG, you can spray the shit out of them, and then you just basically have to predict what is the likelihood that somebody else is going to do the same shit that you are because you're going to run into somebody else's fire or whatever else that they're throwing at you because everybody else has their own unique play style. But usually people tend to go psychological, so they throw grenades so that those sound offsets everything else. You get kind of confused and you don't listen to the surroundings.
Instead of throwing grade, you should find a mirror and kiss yourself.
Bruh. You can't kiss yourself in the mirror, remember?
Just because you're not faster than the speed of light. Come on now.
No, you have to actually travel back into the past. And somebody I think corrected me on like one of those things that said, you're going back in the past, if you're gay, doesn't mean that you're into yourself. And like, I specifically referenced a narcissist, didn't I? What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That's a lot of debt. Oh my god. You know, I've recently read a lot of the lyrics and such for many, many movies. Sorry, music. It's all about music. All of it sucks. All of it fucking sucks, man. It has such endless amounts of nonsense within it.
Have you seen Poker Face? Have you seen the lyrics of Poker Face?
No, I'm not go. I hated the sound of it. I already gave so little shits about this exact song that I didn't even bother to listen to it in the first place.
When I was younger, I thought it was saying poker face, poker face. So poker face twice. Then I read the lyrics, and it's poker face, fuck her face.
Exactly, yeah. She did it as like misdirection so that the radio stations would continue to play the song.
Is it really?
Yeah. It literally says poker face, and then says fuck her face, and just makes it sound like poker face. But if you read the lyrics,
I'm gonna listen to this real quick because I'm gonna feel dumb if I've been listening to it this entire time and I never heard that.
It's just so she wouldn't get censored, yeah. It's kind of interesting.
I think people have been doing that for a long time, at least since the late 70s, early 80s. They just weren't as overt about it. They were using substitute words. Like, the stroke is a great example of that.
What is the point of fucking Kramer? Can somebody explain to me how this is even legally allowed? This bro is basically telling everybody bullshit. That's right, if you turn it around. But that's like the context that nobody else tells you unless you're familiar with the meme. So what's the point of it? What's the point of Kramer? How does he still have a job? How has there not been a legal... have there been not any legal consequences as a result of this? Or what the fuck?
It's just a market indicator now. It's like to the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. But don't you think that would cause a bit of damages? Of course it would cause some damages. So why hasn't there been any legal consequences? What the fuck is this shit?
I know, right?
I mean, nobody really looks at it and goes, how is this even real? How is this guy still around? Something's not adding up. It don't add up to me.
I think if he puts disclaimers out there, he doesn't have positions in the things that he's talking about, I think he gets a pass because it's just media and reporting.
Oh yeah, the allegedly.
Not saying that's right, I just think that's what's happening.
gets a lot of views for MSNBC because of all the people that watch it to do the exact opposite.
He doesn't have positions
I remember when the CEO of Binance, Kramer was like, I love Binance, I love BNB. And then the CEO of Binance replied with something like along the lines of, please stay away. Only half kidding.
He doesn't have positions
And then he ended up going to prison.
Yeah.
And Binance had to pay a $4 billion fine. So the moral of the story is keep Kramer away from your business. What if it's like an extortion? Like, if you don't say something, if you don't pay MSNBC, they're gonna bring up your fucking stock positively on Kramer.
Well, that would be illegal, wouldn't it?
No, it would just be like an open secret. If you don't advertise on MSNBC, they just pick you randomly. And Kramer would come in and present you.
Wow.
in the things that he's talking about. I think he gets past.
That is actually wild.
It actually makes sense because it would be impossible to prove. I mean, when you advertise, when those companies advertise anyway, the media companies already have a valid excuse as to not wanting to talk about them in any way. Because then it's going to hurt the company, and the company is advertising. So as a valid business, you can literally say that that's the reason why. So we got it. Kramer is basically a blackmail operation.
Only works because so many people believe that it's gonna work, but one day it'll just stop working,
But here's the thing. We need somebody to actually inverse the Kramer. Now, realistically, meaning somebody talks positively about your stock, that's not actually
Exactly.
That's possible. It's possible. We just need to know when he's going to do shit to yours specifically and have a backup plan. MSNBC needs to be purchased and turned into CNBS.
CBS.
Yeah, or ICBS.
That's what's better, I think. ICBS.
Exactly. Yeah. Does anybody have a meme image of somebody with a steak tomahawk knocking out a target? If so, send it to me.
I can't believe Nayib Bukele posted that picture of the McDonald's hat today.
That's funny as fuck.
If you can get a picture of just a tomahawk, I can try and in-paint it.
Yeah, but it needs to actually look realistic so I can film with Photoshop approach. You know what's funny? There's a joke once said by Ronald Reagan. He was talking about cats. He was saying this as a response to the press telling him, no more puppy jokes, please. So he said, okay, we're not going to do puppy jokes. But we will talk about this joke that I heard about the cats. The story was, there'd be a Democrat fundraiser, they're selling kittens, right? And somebody were to go and buy those kittens. And then 2 weeks later, on that exact same spot, there's a Republican fundraiser that is selling those exact same kittens as well that they bought, which were Democrat at the time. And so somebody asks, hey, why are those Democrat kittens now Republican? Well, because now their eyes are open.
Oh shit, okay. There we go.
That guy was like on a different level of trolling. People think that Donald Trump is spicy. That guy was even more spicy at the time.
Wild.
Remember the jokes he made about the Russians? Yeah. Now, granted, of course, we do have Rocket Man and all, but
Oh yeah.
Trump had Rocket Man with rockets that may or may not work. Now Trump has Rocket Man with rockets that actually work.
True.
It's a terrible joke, I know.
I would love to see Kim Jong-un on X.
Dude, if he's on X, that would be the best thing ever, honestly. Imagine the intern that has to run his account. Fuck!
Stressful job, is there?
For some reason, I imagine him running it like Nayib Bukele.
Nah, dude. The fucking intern's gonna start watching porn, we already know it.
Oh yeah.
We have evidence to support this assertion. I need to find somebody who's willing to write a scientific paper on my behalf.
Well, Mikey.
Something that kind of makes sense by not making sense. Just so I can say that I've done it. And so when somebody says, how are you a scientist? Have you published anything? I can say yes. And then whatever it is that I've studied, I point to it. And it would be the most ridiculous thing ever. Just so self-evident, but yet was never truly proven. All in the scientific context. And there are many of those out there. I'm fairly sure of it. What if we... I'm going to keep that one to myself, actually. That one's such a good idea. I'm not going to say it. Does anyone have the ability to create aerodynamic simulations or simulations of aerodynamics?
Are you going to do the aerodynamics of human feces?
We might add that as an additional paper we could put in there, because I think we need to find the optimal distance between ass and toilet water, such as when the shit in fact falls out. Sorry, the excrement. We have to speak scientific here. So that when the excrement is ejected from the.
Should do it on invisibility.
No, that's not real. I need something that's real. Now, I have something that's better than the aerodynamics of feces, stuff that people will actually care about. But I need an aerodynamic simulator. One that can be used to prove an assessment of reality.
Aerodynamic, these balls.
No, we can't do that. It's too derogatory. But I have something that's just perfect. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
So I'm finding a whole bunch of publications with his names on them, at least according to Wikipedia so far, just in basic like 101 research.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to actually check some of these papers and see if I can find glaring flaws in them. But I'd be unqualified to do some of that then.
Nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. Is this a monkey war? You know, it's always funny whenever monkeys interact with normal civilization that hasn't really encountered them as much before. That's always funny because there's a lot of stuff in the human world that is optimized to be operated by human hands. So when the monkey comes into this world, a lot of stuff that they shouldn't have access to is accessible to them. Mainly things such as doors, bins, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I've seen this place. I've been in this place once where there was a monkey epidemic. It was primarily because the previous government, they decided, hey, you know, one way to control the monkey population is to skull them, which basically the very meaning of the word means kill them, selectively to maintain the population at a certain number. As they basically pissed off the environmentalists with that, there's not much politics in that country anyways. What happened was they replaced those people. The new government that came in, that actually straightened things out. The only problem is they didn't do the sculling, of course. It's one of their promises. And then what happened was the population, the monkey population, would explode again. And then all of the monkeys started invading the city. That was a very interesting time to be around. They started to open up everything, started ambushing humans. Well, one of the most memorable occasions was when they robbed a kiosk. You know, like those small kiosks that look like these little houses? Yeah. What they would do, very simple. Monkey would go, sit in front of the kiosk. In front of the kiosk, all invisibility of the human within the said kiosk. The human would look at the monkey, try to chase it away. It doesn't go away. So dude goes outside of the kiosk to go and physically confront monkey. Monkey distracts human that is now outside of kiosk. Monkey's friends are waiting for time to go inside of the kiosk while the human is outside dealing with the monkey. Monkeys go inside kiosk, steal all the fucking stacks, bolt. Dude tries to go after those monkeys, leaving the other monkey behind. Then tries to go back for that monkey gone. They just robbed the fucking kiosk.
Wow. Coordinated.
This fucking happened. Also, we were gone for like a while, and they broke into our house.
My God.
I never had a breaking and entering happen as a result of humans or anything, but a monkey did in fact break into my house once.
Steal anything?
Sure.
Just make a big mess.
No, I didn't steal anything. There was no food there. He didn't leave any food behind. The main problem was that the door wasn't closed. It was a big blunder. It never will happen again. And they were somehow able to force the door open. It was a sliding door. And they went in. Fucked around. There was a nice glass table, and on that glass table was a vase. Pretty sure you can imagine where this is going. There seem to have been multiple monkeys involved in this, and somehow the vase tipped over, smashed the glass table with the monkeys on top of it. So it would seem. Given that the table itself is made out of security glass, the glass shatters into like these little cubes, which are each no larger than 1 centimeter wide and thick, and no smaller than 5 millimeters wide and thick as well. So anyways, what happened right after that is, of course, the monkeys vacated the premises. And the thing that was strange about that was we knew that this kind of happened just because there were blood stains everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Because the monkeys broke the table and then fucked around with the glass and then went outside and there were like fucking handprints everywhere. Yeah.
That's wild.
We had some artificial flowers there. They started fucking around with the artificial flowers. That was great. Yeah. That was an interesting thing to come back to. You open up, everything looks okay, everything's clean. Go to the living room, glass table destroyed, small little sliding door just a little bit open, just enough for a monk head to fit through, and dried up blood handprints everywhere.
Damn.
Absolutely fucking great. They didn't fuck with anything else. They didn't take any of the technology. They did nothing. They went there, fucked up the table, and left and never came back.
You know for sure it was monkeys? Like,
yeah. 100%. We could tell because there were like these small handprints. The monkey hands, they're not very big. And also, the monkeys, they have this ability to go Spider-Man mode, as I like to call it. The way they do this is they accelerate sufficiently such that they can actually climb a bare fucking wall.
wow, what the fuck?
You ever seen a monkey run up a fucking wall before? I have.
Nope.
The fucking shit's crazy. Literally, they would walk up the wall like fucking Spider-Man. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it myself, but I actually fucking saw a monkey do this. They were like on a balcony. I was like, how the fuck did they get up that high? And I'm just watching it for a while, and then all of a sudden, it goes up the side of the wall. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Dude, I thought I was fucking tripping. That bitch ran up a flat fucking wall.
Ninja style, yeah.
That was crazy. It was so fucking funny too. Because it would be handprints all over the walls and such. And I always ask myself, how's this possible, man? And they kind of did the same thing as well, so there were handprints everywhere. Yeah. This is also the result of this is also how the monkey story that I told everybody kind of came to be. Have I ever told you about that one cyclist who got ambushed by a gang of monkeys?
I think you mentioned it briefly, but not the whole thing.
It was a cyclist. It's a beautiful road. There's a tree. So it's this kind of mountainous road, right? So you have a bit of stone on the side. The elevation, I think, from road surface to the stone is like a sort of such as a wall, but slightly inclined. You could visualize it as such. All exposed, no concrete was put on it, of course, so you can still see the beautifully exposed rock. And it was approximately, I think, 3 meters elevated, I'd say rather. And then a tree was up there, and that tree grew in such a way that it would arch over the road itself without actually impacting any of the traffic there, so it was actually quite fine. Again, keep in mind that the rocky structures next to the road were elevated 3 meters. So yeah, the tree is a little bit on top of that. And there you go. Anyways, the monkeys would hide inside that tree. Now, the perfect thing about this is because at this part of the road, it's curved, right? And you go up. So the people who go there, they'd be slowed down by the fact that it's curved and that they have to go up, right? And so the monkeys would sit inside of the tree, right above the road itself, wait for somebody to arrive, cycle up, and there was this guy with a bicycle. He's riding, he's going up the road, mind his own business, ding ding, all that kind of stuff. Goes up the road, and the moment he reaches the place where the tree is arching over the road, one fucking monkey jumps his ass. Just like he's fucking riding, all of a sudden, boom, monkey. Bombards the bitch, grabs onto the backpack, pulls the motherfucker off the bike. Mind you, this is a really small fucking monkey. They're like basically half a meter tall. It's not much. It's a very small fucking thing. Grabbed onto him like fucking Spider-Man, and pulled the dude off the bike. He was, of course, shocked, and then all of his friends started joining in, so it was like 3 of these old fuckers. They were like the teenage monkeys, you could tell, because they're relatively smaller, and they're very loud. They're cheeky little motherfuckers, okay? And so they came in and joined in, and this fucking guy is a pussy. You know why? Because instead of standing his ground, growling, and, just giving them some shit because, you could beat them, these are just tiny little fucking monkeys, there's nothing to it. If you're a bigger asshole than they are, chances are they'll leave you alone. Not for all monkeys. This is not advice. I would do it. Don't do it yourself. Highly don't recommend. Probably not, but still. You could have defended yourself a little bit. I mean, the thing already jumped on you. The least you can do is, push the thing away. He took out all of the snacks that the monkeys didn't even know were in the bag, and just threw it to him. Gave him all the fucking protein bars, the stuff that you have to eat so you don't die immediately when you're doing the thing that they do with the cycling. So threw him all the fucking protein bars and shit. Literally to the point where even after the monkeys started walking away, he just kept throwing more. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Got on his bike, kept riding. Monkeys,
Gang of monkeys ambushed him. That's crazy.
Hey, these are not even the adult monkeys. These are like the small little teenager monkeys. Adolescents, man. They have grudges, They've this one time I pooped one with a stick. It's kind of funny because he was sitting there, and I was like, you know what? I want to see what happens. So I take the fucking stick, Universal Irish, just start poking him with a stick. And he grabs onto the stick and he pulls the stick a little bit, and then I let go of the stick just to see what he would do with it if I gave it to him. And then he took it, held it in the middle, bit it in half, and threw it away and looked at me. I'm like, oh shit. I see what you're doing here. I understand that. That was Monkey 4, come and get some. If you dare.
Yeah.
There's a tiny fucking little teenage monkey, basically. He took I let go of the stick just to see what would happen. Takes the stick and bites it in half, throws it away, and just looks at me. Like, okay, based. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. And whenever there would be like a monkey conflict, they would make these high-pitched fucking sounds. They can squeal, but also they kind of shout. Like that.
Wow. Accurate.
Yes, it's basically like that. Alright? Here's the fun part. Sometimes they try to play around, and when they see people walk along these areas, they look at you and they think maybe there's some food on this motherfucker, so what if we pressure him a little bit? Now the tourists, in the infinite wisdom, how it is, give them the fucking food. Even though there are warning signs everywhere that says, do not feed the monkeys. You literally get a fine if you feed the monkeys. They still fucking feed the monkeys because they want to be left alone. So they have to bribe the monkeys effectively for passage. I, of course, did not do that because, right? And so you go through that zone, and the monkeys are all eyeing you. They're looking at you, trying to figure out what's going on there, judging how they're going to approach the situation. Look back at them, and they do this thing, like they give you a look. And then at some point, one of them is going to show their teeth. That's like their language for dominance. I guess if your teeth are super nice, you gotta fuck off, I suppose. But they do. They show their teeth and they hiss. So I looked at it like, okay, two can play that game, and I did it myself, and they fucked off.
Really?
It takes a little convincing, of course. But you do the same thing, just kind of revert to monkey.
On their level, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, show your teeth. You have more than you just like kind of pretend you have more than they do. Works.
That's funny.
Dude, I'm even more unhinged these days. I was like a little kid at the time. If that would be me today, and those monkeys were to eye me up, boy.
You start beating your chest and going all crazy.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go there and do some mad fucking shit, dude. Hey, it's not illegal. I'm not punching them or anything. I'm not feeding them either. Actually, I'm keeping them away. I'm keeping them away from myself. But be careful, okay? You know what? Remember I said grudges? They were good. Remember your ass. So let's imagine you walk past this place every week. And you pull that shit on them? Well, next time they're going to bring their friends. Be like, hey, this guy pulled shit on us. They're going to be there ready, wanting to fuck you up. So, you got two options. Either not do this at all. But if you do, bring a squad. Because they will also bring their squad.
Gang warfare.
Problem is, like I said, they hold grudges. So the issue is, unless you don't go there for a very long period of time, you probably should not do anything about what I just said, because it would be a very bad idea, because then they're going to hold grudges, and even if you bring more people, then they will bring more monkeys.
I get.
And then you'll have a weekly fucking PvP situation. Trust me, I don't want to deal with an army of fucking monkeys. There's a human monkey to small monkey furball zombie shit ratio, okay? This is all I'm gonna say. There are like waves of them. You don't want to fuck with that. Now, granted, some of them are going to be busy at a feeding station or something, so it's not everyone's going to come around, but you're going to be dealing with all the naughty teenager monkeys, and let me tell you, they have a real fucked up imagination that I would not want to test.
I jerk off or something.
Yeah, they do all kinds of shit. Yeah. This one time I saw a monkey get stuck in a woman's hair.
My God. I saw that. I was on YouTube, right? Or was that something else?
Maybe, I don't know. I saw it in real life. Yeah, somebody put a fucking one of these monkeys on their shoulders, and the monkey, they do the thing that they do. They kind of like look for parasites or something like that, so they pick apart the hair and such. This woman had very long hair, and then the monkey got stuck in the woman's hair and started freaking out. And the woman started freaking out, and the monkey started freaking out more. And then you had human monkey screams.
You gotta just pull her hair out and everything? Like,
it was so fucking stupid. It was like,
double the chaos.
It's so fucking stupid.
Max chaos.
It's like the more she would scream, the more the monkey would scream. The more the monkey would scream, the more she would scream, and the panic just kind of escalates constantly. And then the monkey just keeps ripping at the hair, trying to get free. And that causes more pain, causes more panic, causes more scream, causes the monkey to do more shit. Really fucked up situation, man.
Yeah.
Moral of the story? Don't put monkeys on yourself.
Don't poke monkeys with a stick either.
Yeah, unless of course you have the ability to retract the stick or, weaponize it.
I guess, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's not a monkey or me situation, it's a me situation. I'm surviving here. That's how it works. But like realistically, you would want to avoid these types of occurrences. But it's good, it's for science, right? Did a scientific experiment. Hey, does this thing actually, what would this thing do? Fuck around, find out? You can poke it on its nest. I poked a monkey. Like, here, give him a stick. Ooh, 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 ooh. Takes the stick, pulls a little bit, I'm like, oh wow, you got some decent grip. Let it go just to see what it would do. Bite stick in half, I'm like, yeah, I know you think you're powerful right now, but I kind of let you have the stick, but I get the point.
Get the point, yeah. Point taken.
I can understand what you're on about. You're not as powerful as you think you are, but you know what? I get it. Good to know. Valuable lesson, yeah? Now you know that the monkey has a grudge. That they can have grudges. That they will defend themselves.
It's like wasps.
Monk. Monk. The fuck?
See what Jim Van de Haya said earlier on MSNBC? That was fucking... I can't believe it. He's in denial.
Really? What do you do?
He's basically denying, when Elon says, we are the media on X, he's just like, he's in complete denial. He's just whining about it. He's like, no,
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was so funny. How the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? I'm looking at some memes.
Nice.
Hell. Wrong one.
So I don't think the whole deGrasse Tyson never wrote anything is legit. He's written a whole bunch of weird bullshit, especially most recently with a whole bunch of books. But I'm finding all kinds of stuff dating back to the 90s, particularly on Harvard's astronomical, what do you call this fucking thing, astrophysics data system, where they make it all searchable and you can go find things where he's the primary author. His things that he has authored have been refereed or run through a peer review. I don't think any of them are particularly impactful. He's doing a lot of speculation about galactic bulge and distribution of stars, and it seems like a lot of theory crafting with a little bit of supporting data. But he is referenced and cited in a whole lot of other papers as well. To kind of watch the rise and fall of his popularity in that way too. But to say that he hasn't really been published or hasn't written any research papers is a shit claim.
And this is why I told you to make sure to double check your research before posting memes. Not calling you out or anything, I'm just saying, this is good to know.
I took it on faith from somebody I trusted that I'll now double check before I do.
Let's see what else. We also had Gavin Newsom. He's trying to exclude Tesla from the EV buyer credits in California. It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, dude, cost me thousands today with that stupid shit.
Really?
Options tanked. Yep.
Sucks, man.
They'll come back. it'll stay that way, and the expiry is not until June of next year. So I got a lot of beta.
Nice. That's good. Also, Trump's going to sign an immediate executive order on January 20th to charge China an additional 10% tariff on all of their products. Entering the U.S. And then Elon responding says the price of fentanyl will rise sharply. So, I mean, that's great.
So basically, conversions to like what the rest of the world uses is difficult. Oh, Elliot's here.
Elliot, Aldo is going to create his own calendar system. He's going to be the Terry Davis of astronomy. There we go. I said it.
Terry Davis.
Well, I should have said astrology, but, you know, who are we kidding?
And honestly, it's kind of stupid how, like, whenever I'm talking about something, they're like, oh, yeah, 2000 fucking BCE.
Welcome, Elliot.
Hello. Like, when we're talking about human history, everything should start from, like, zero. You know? Modern human history. If it's, like, very rare, occasional, then it can go, you know. Before that. But like modern human history, I don't get why it's like starts at like 2000 or 1000 or whatever the fuck.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying.
I get the religious reason for it. Like the Muslims are doing it around 1,400 now, something like that. The Muslims have more like 1,400 because that's when Islam came, and then the Christians have like 2,000 because that's when Christ came. You know, events happened before that, so why are we excluding that, you know? So talking.
Brought Henny up on the stage. Welcome.
Hey, how's it guys? Yeah, I'm driving, so I wasn't going to chime in this week as obviously go. Are you guys talking about the 28-day cycle that they should be working against?
The 28-day cycle that based on the truth, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much in agriculture what we work towards as well. It's like your 28-day cycle of the moon.
I think it's more focused on the equinoxes and whatnot.
The equinox. Yeah, spring equinox.
I had to tell you, I'll take any calendar system as long as we stop screwing with time of day and length of days with the whole daylight saving time garbage in the
I
US.
lucked out with this calendar system. I'm born on a leap year, so it's like great. I get bullied, and I get it's like a special pass. Sometimes you get made fun of, and you don't get a present every 4 years. And sometimes people are like, "Oh, you're special. You can be our friend."
So you brought up February 29th, or what, like the leap day? Or
Yeah, February 29th, 2004.
That's crazy, dude. What are the odds of that? That's crazy.
I've only ever met 2 other people that had the same birthday. The crazy part is that I was born at 11:42 p.m., so 18 minutes away from not being leap year.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Wait, I'm close, eh?
Wait, sorry, you said PM or AM?
PM. 18 minutes away from midnight.
That's hilarious.
Adrian.
Yeah, what's up?
What we're talking about reminds me of a joke I heard once, but I can't say it publicly on Spaces. I gotta DM it to you.
Okay, DM it to me.
Now you got everyone freaking out, Adam. Everyone's...
This is normal, don't worry.
I can't say it.
Goes down in the DM.
We do not live in a world where we can say absolutely everything, unfortunately.
Annie, I was just looking at your profile. Are you, it says SpaceX Farmers, are you working on trying to grow food in space, or are you just growing vertically? on Earth?
Yeah, so Adrian and I actually had a massive brainstorm session about a year ago, and he actually posted one of his posts in December was actually about farming in space and how you would actually do it. But yeah, I mean, you want to improve Earth and the way we do agriculture on Earth at the same time. So develop tech on Earth that is green energy, utilizing water resources, all these goodies that the plants need on Earth as well. So yeah, knowing people in the industries that actually can manage purification of water for you and plants. So yeah, it's, the vertical farming space is actually a double meaning. So we want to be able to turn any space that you have available into a farm, like a bespoke kind of hydroponic farm, but also basically developing tech for producing food successfully in space. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, and he's a farmer in South Africa, as far as I'm aware.
Gotcha. I'm cultivating things that aren't necessarily food, but trying to do it vertically. And I thought long and hard about it, and ultimately decided not to go vertical because I need workers that would be climbing on gangways and stuff in between rows of crops, and it just felt like too much physical liability and risk. The insurance rates would go up, it would suck, and it'd be a little bit more difficult to get people to actually work, so they'd be less efficient. So I decided to just stay flat and horizontal.
Yeah, so the farm where I'm actually going to now, I'll do a video once I get there and post it in the comment section. We do vertical farming, horizontal farming. So we got about 3 million plants growing at the same time, and then we've got in containers, so shipping containers, we've got the vertical farming that we're busy developing. So it's not too highly spent up. We don't have to worry about using cherry pickers and things like that to harvest. So if you imagine like a 2 meter high 4-tier stack, that's what we're thinking of. What are you cultivating? Are you doing cannabis or industrial hemp or what?
Yep, cannabis.
Okay, cool.
So they need a lot more stretch space overhead to get tall and mature.
Yeah, if you go on my timeline, you'll find some photos that I posted of. We do about 4 tons of dried up flower per annum. So we've got 16 tunnels with 1,600 plants each giving us their 50 grams per plant. So I'm looking at industrial hemp at the moment just because it gives you so many diverse utility usages. So you've got the fiber, you've got the oil extrusion, and you got the cotton fiber for creating material like the Dutch used to do since the 1200s.
Nice. Yeah, I'd love to chat about that another day for sure. Good eat.
Sounds good, yeah. Agriculture, I think everybody's gonna need to sort of look at what they're consuming on a daily basis, even if it's if you go back to what Henry Ford, his business model was around 2 massive tree plantations, so 70% of his vehicles chassis that was made
still pre-revenue. I just have to go raise a couple $1 million, build buildings, and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm eyeballs deep in lawyers and bullshit right now. You're much further along than I am by a lot.
Well, we've got licenses here in South Africa, so if you wanted to come grow here, we've got land, we've got water, we've got all the support systems in place. So yeah, if you wanted to come take a swing at it, yeah, you're more than welcome to.
I'm more on the real estate developer side, so I'm casually attached to the cultivation piece. So we're licensed, we got land and all that. It's just working through building out facilities and doing redevelopment work. If I didn't have massive anchors here, I'd be on a plane tomorrow. But who knows? Maybe we can figure out a way to exchange strains one day.
Sounds good. Yeah. Are you planning on selling to anyone? We've got Europe and Canada that we're selling into, so they got Eager in Germany just picked up a lot of demand. So is that your constraint, or is there anything? What is sort of hindering your progress?
So I've got two chunks. One is just raising a ton of money. So it's having everything all buttoned up and lined up to do that. But I've got land, I've got multiple business structures all aligned with one another. I've got the licensing from the state. I've got approvals from municipalities. I've got everything in line. I'm just working through some final legal hurdles that are going to be the release of some funding rounds and whatnot. But it's just time. It's just a little bit more effort to go, and making sure I've got finances lined up. I've got a couple of REITs that I'm talking to, and a couple of other deep-pocketed individuals and whatnot. I don't know, AJ, I don't want to be like using your space for talking about this kind of stuff, so
No, that's fine.
maybe take that one offline for another time.
Yeah, when it comes to like legal processes and something like that, if you're at liberty to divulge, I think it's fine. Economy stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably get off just now as well, just to get our back house started. But I've just dropped in the comments. It's pretty much a package that we've put together, so you can see the CannaX.co.za. I've just dropped the website there. You can go check out. That's sort of like what we put in place for guardrails if someone wants to onboard in South Africa, support systems around it, what the greenhouses look like. So yeah, just to give you an idea of how we package it, and yeah, from a funding source, we've got the funnel that's actually funded. So yeah, all done in there.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'll take a look, and I'll give you a follow. So I'll shoot you at the end. We'll chat later.
Sweet, sweet.
Dude, I got so much shit done today. It's a great day.
How was that? What did you do?
I completed 2 of my labs, actually 3 of my labs, 2 compute, 1 physics, completed an entire 1,500-word English essay, and listened to a Joe Rogan episode with Naval.
Oh, wow, productive.
Yeah, and we still have like another 4 hours left in the day.
Dude, so you were in class for like how many hours?
Well, I went to class it took me an hour to get there. I hiked through the snow for 3 blocks, went to class, handed in my essay, went back another 3 blocks, took the train, went home, and then got to work.
Oh, it's snowing over there already, eh?
Yeah, I forgot to post pictures, but like, yeah, the river is all frozen up. Like, you can walk on it. And the snow, if you go in unshoveled areas, it's about a foot deep.
Damn, it's getting cold here. It hasn't snowed yet on where I live, but yeah, it's getting there. The temperature is getting ready for that.
I can't imagine, dude. I need to get out of this city. I'm gonna freeze to death one of these days, man. I'm gonna like leave my window open or something, and then I'm gonna like freeze to death in my sleep. Something's gonna happen. So,
yeah. Dude, last time I went to like Calgary, there was a huge blizzard. I almost got like trapped in it on the way home. Back to BC, I saw like 4 cars in the ditch. Like it was crazy, dude. It's crazy.
You could just count them. If you're on the highway, you could just count. Like every kilometer, every few kilometers, you're just like, oh, there's another one.
Yeah, exactly. It was sketchy, dude.
Like I'm not even kidding. We actually almost crashed the other day in the Tesla. Like there's like, dude. Especially when it's the winter and you have all these new drivers out, dude, people are so stupid. They don't know how to drive when you're in like the worst conditions. The roads are like literally sheeted in ice. Like it's just like hydroplaning on steroids. You're just slipping around everywhere, and then you get no grip because it's ice and snow. And the big snow banks will literally pull you in. If you get too close, they will literally pull you in. So you have to be careful.
I know. It's tempting to go faster because you guys got like the very straight highways between cities. Yeah, so it's like people are going super fast and it's super slippery. Yeah.
Fast meaning 60 kilometers per hour instead of 100.
Yeah.
I mean, usually in the summer, people here are going like 120. They're going like 20 over the speed limit on average. But when you get to winter, it's like half of that. It's like 60 kilometers an hour, which is like, I think, 40 miles per hour, I think. Yeah, that's like really slow.
Test. Okay. Was my audio bad or good?
It's fine.
Your audio is A-okay.
Okay. I'm attempting to use X on Oculus.
Oh, wow. Sounds normal.
You're on an Oculus right now?
Yeah, when I was in Belgium and had no friends, the Oculus was the only thing that saved me from insanity. So I found it while I was cleaning my room. I was like, I wonder if the mic is still good on this, and it seems to be pretty good.
You know that you ever played Portal? You know, I think it was Portal 2, where the AI was stuffed inside of a potato.
Yeah,
you sound like that. I'm just kidding. It's not actually true. I'm gonna say your audio is actually pretty decent. It's actually better than it is before. You just keep using that. It's actually better.
But I'm curious, like, what? Because you have the Oculus on. What does this look like? Is it just like my giant like head that's like taking up 40% of your vision, or what does this look like?
I can do that if I want
moving it around like fucking Minority Report. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I see his like head moving back and forth there.
So mostly I also have like a Steam Index, and basically it lets you control where the window is, and also it's like 3-dimensionality. So you can scale the window in any X, Y, or Z plane, which is kind of cool because you can kind of feel like you're looking at a big screen when it's not really, or you can feel like it's like a tiny screen in front of your face.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I used to use this to because the visual quality on both it and the Index are good enough that it like can functionally replace a monitor. Mine is a bit old, so I'm getting like kind of noise on the edges of my eyes, but I'm not sure if that's the device or my bad eyes.
Probably a bit of both, but yeah, it's interesting.
Out of curiosity, I checked if they had like an X app in their app store, and of course, Facebook's not going to allow that.
Wow.
So I'm on X on the native browser in the Oculus, like cheating around the corners.
That's funny.
I think it was for my brother's birthday in August. He got a Meta Quest 3. We were playing around with that, and I got like modded Minecraft working on it and stuff with like the RTX graphics and stuff. It was nuts.
Nice.
We got like Yeah, I had to like install Windows to get it working, and then eventually I was like, oh, RTX graphics are on now, and it's like you can see everything. It's in like 30 FPS because my graphics card sucks.
I still have two old 980 Ti's.
Oh yeah.
You have two.
I used the 970 for years, man. Like it was a good card. It lasted like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I bought it back in 20. I must have bought it back in 2018 or something, and I've just used two of them ever since. And like, I mean, I can play any game that I like to play and it doesn't have any problems. So I'm just gonna keep it until the game I like comes out.
Which ones are you using again?
980 Ti's.
980 Ti's. Wait, you said 980, not.
Yeah, 980. Yeah, 980.
980.
So this is before the 10 series.
Yeah.
So
They're like
this is
the tail.
So this is the Pascal GPU.
This is like 2017, 2016, 2017.
Or this is like.
Yeah. They're the last card. They're like the oldest card that is DirectX 12 compliant. So, like you're on the tail edge of legacy, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like Maxwell macro architecture GPUs. That's
yeah, I used it until like 2021, 2022, and then I upgraded.
What's the nanometers on the chips?
It's probably like 20 nanometers.
Hold on. What's the result?
You are not going to get anyone.
980.
Please don't scroll.
Yeah, the 900
Please don't
series.
scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator.
Alright, let me check.
Also, it's a little glitchy, but when I mute myself, I see as if I've muted everyone in the cohorts.
Holy fuck. TSMC 28 nanometer.
That's the same as my GTX 670, dude.
Man, it works.
28.
When I mute myself, I see a mute on everyone, but I'm not a co-host. Is that just a glitch?
That's a glitch. Yeah.
Okay, I was worried that somehow.
Okay, so there was a massive improvement with the 10 series.
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh yeah, Maxwell to Pascal was a massive jump, and then Volta was like not as big, but also pretty big.
Yeah,
and then Volta. I think Volta they introduced tensor cores. That was like one of the first breakthroughs. Yeah.
It went all the way to 16. It started from 16 nanometers and then went to 14 nanometers.
Mm-hmm. And I got a 4070. It's pretty nice.
Okay. Alright, let's see 16 series.
Yeah, there was a huge upgrade. Yeah, it was amazing. Like going from low settings to ultra, basically. Yeah.
So the 16 series was 12 nanometers.
Oh yeah, what was the 16 series? Was that what?
12 nanometers. Wow. 20 series was also 12 nanometers.
Oh, this is the Turin microarchitecture. Okay, nice.
30 series, which was Ampere. They were using Samsung.
Ampere's pretty good, yeah. And then 40 is Ada Lovelace.
They were using Samsung's 10 nanometer process, which is called L8 LPH for some reason. Okay, whatever. And for 40 series, they're using TSMC again.
You know, the funniest thing is that my desktop, even though it has two 980 Ti's from like almost a decade ago, it's got like a monitor for CPU, so I just imagine the CPU like constantly waiting for GPU signals. Like, how slow can you get?
Yeah. It's a meme there.
Yeah, that's what it is. That is literally like one of the number one performance issues in deep learning is memory bandwidth. How fast can you transfer from global to the tensor cores? That's like the number one issue.
I was considering getting like a new Google Pixel this year, but I was like, the chips are still made by Samsung, and like they're saying that they're probably gonna move to TSMC next year, so I'm probably just gonna wait for next year. But then move over to TSMC before I get it.
I guess I better up. I was gonna get a Steam. What's that little handheld thing?
The one that
I was gonna get a Steam Deck.
Yeah, I have a Steam Deck. It's really good. I like it.
Because I used to connect my Oculus to my desktop for VR if my index was like too heavy. The index is a heavy motherfucker, so my neck hurts after a while. And I'll switch it up when my neck hurts too much. But I was wondering if I connect my Oculus to the Steam Deck, I might just have a nice little fun little mini Half-Life Alyx thing.
No, bro, you need to keep on the fucking Oculus, because that's gonna keep your neck strength going up, and you're gonna have one of those thick necks like Gunter.
Mike Tyson.
Bro's gonna be Mike Tyson.
Yeah, bro's gonna have a neck so thick, he looks like that fucking anime called Baki. There's not enough hands in the world that's gonna strangle this motherfucker.
How do you know about Baki?
I know a lot of things. Don't worry about it. Oh, you know about it. The way you're asking me is kind of funny because you and I both know why that is actually funny. It's a show that makes literally zero sense. That has like a confidence in saying shit that also doesn't make any sense. Where it's like you can either take drugs or watch the show, because the experience of taking drugs is less cool than just watching the show because it's fucking hilarious. It's like all those things that when you were like a child and you played pretend, that's the thing that this show is, but like with violence.
One of my favorite scenes from Baki is when like one of the main characters is talking to Obama, and Obama's like, I had no idea that every president has to swear loyalty to you, Mr. I think it was Tanjiro Hanma or something. So like every single U.S. president has to fucking swear loyalty to some random Chinese because he's like more powerful than a nuclear weapon.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Don't they like eat each other as well and shit?
What do you mean eat each other?
Yeah, it's one where some dude ate another dude, I'm pretty sure. Remember that?
I don't know. Hold on, wait, let me put this on.
You found it, didn't you?
The one of Obama?
Yeah.
I found another one, which is one of George Washington and him.
Dude, where's our DJ at law?
Not George Washington. Not George Washington. George Bush. George Bush. Yeah, so this is George Bush.
Listen, we've got a bit of a problem.
Are you saying it's a problem for you? Or a problem for me?
I think it's a problem for both of us.
Is this some kind of attempt to test what I told you earlier? When I said I'd be happy to protect you?
Well, listen, the thing right now is that Mr. Hanma here is saying that he's gonna attack me. So you think you could help me out?
Bush. You bastard. At the end of your presidential term, you're allowed to make one final request. And this has got to be what that is, am I right?
essentially suicide. I said that I'd keep you safe, but protecting someone whose intent is to commit suicide is outside the scope of my duties. What I need is...
That's Secret Service, by the way.
to protect him if he decides to attack. He's more than capable of countering any move I make. He's that strong. There's nothing I can do. Forgive me.
And then the Secret Service literally kicks George Bush out of the window. Right?
My God. That's wild. What is that?
Save him. Yeah, and then that's the sound of the window.
That's a funny clip.
This is the only way to save you.
And then he looks and the guy's disappeared.
Oh my God. Where'd you find this? That's funny.
And the fucking Yujiro guy is like holding George Bush up with like one hand on the floor.
Nicely done, kid. But still.
What a
Don't know what you expected. There's nothing you can do to protect Bush from me. It only proves you've had good training. I have no interest in you. But I really wouldn't mind.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do to protect Bush from me. And by the way, if you're wondering, where do people find this? On YouTube.
That's fine.
I'm trying to find. I kept seeing these really weird memes with these super muscular dudes doing shit that's completely fucking stupid. I'm like, what is this? I gotta watch this. It's fucking. It's fucking. I'm trying to find like one that's like in English. Do you remember when like it first became trending on X? And everybody's like, what the fuck is Baki? Yeah. Okay, I just found the Barack Obama and Yanjiro. Whatever the fuck his name is. Yujiro, yeah.
In all this time since I've been in office, this must be the first time I've taken a meeting without having the Secret Service hiding in the woodwork. Which, when you think about it, is a little bit strange since you're generally considered to be one of the most dangerous people on the planet. You sure talk a lot. No, sorry. Well, allow me to get straight to the point then. Ever since the time of my predecessor, Ronald Reagan, every single U.S. president has signed a formal treaty of friendship with the man known as Ogre or Yujiro Hanma. I was only informed of this secret just last week, and I must say, when I first heard about it, Just get on with it, will ya? Sorry? I got carried away. Okay, let's wrap this up. I won't waste any more of your time. I hereby swear that the United States of America will do its utmost to maintain an amicable relationship with Master Yujiro Hanma. That we will respect your interests and leave you free to pursue them as you see fit. That we will never interfere with you or your actions, regardless of anything that might happen. That I will faithfully execute and abide by this treaty of friendship, I do solemnly swear as President of the United States, Barack Obama. It's a pain to have to do this every 4 years. A lump of coal, they say, if you...
And then he hands him a lump of coal.
Apply pressure to it equal to 100,000 atmospheres, it will turn into a diamond. Well, that's not something that most folks get a chance to see with their own eyes. So I was thinking, Mr. Ogre, if it's true you're more powerful than a nuclear bomb, maybe you could do it with your bare hands? You too, huh? You know, you're President Bosch. He cut that glass tabletop in half, just as if he were using a diamond. Not worth as much as a real one. Oh, damn. Yes, you could.
basically, the way this feels like is as if you, like this. It's like as if I watched a bunch of exercise videos, listened to some Mike Metzer, then fell asleep to Obama's speeches. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna dream of.
Oh my god, I love Bucky so much.
It's fucking stupid. It's so good.
Yeah, I know. You should, if you think this is stupid, you should watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you like a... Hold on.
I'm fucking eating like what I'd imagine kings would eat like if they actually could. A little bit of bread, steak with a little bit of butter, and a fucking self-made milkshake. Let's fucking go.
Adrian, I'm gonna send you a video.
This is all the fucking body needs. This is all that humans don't want. You don't need more than this. Or for me at least. I could eat this every single day until the day I die. And I would never get bored of it. And I would love it each and every single moment. I can legit say there's one thing that I will always want to eat for as long as I'm alive, for as far as I know, and that would be this, what I'm eating right now. Butter, steak, little milkshake, sparkling water. It's all the body needs.
And some Halloween candy.
Fuck that. See, Donald Trump eats McDonald's, drinks Coke. I eat steak, drink blueberry milkshake, and sparkling water. I don't drive Bugattis though. Fuck that shit. Waste of money. What? I don't talk to you until he's... I'm not gonna talk to you until he drinks some sparkling water.
If you eat steak and eggs and to keep your body healthy, then you won't be a billionaire. But if you drink Coke and eat McDonald's every day, you will be a billionaire.
Right, guys. So, what do you want to be?
Warren Buffett too.
Because if you're gonna be deeply unhappy and unhealthy, the fuck would I want to do that?
Oh, I think drinking Coca-Cola every day would make someone deeply happy. You get that nice little fizz, you know. It's like when I get a Tim Hortons ice cap in the morning. I got the little hit down. Ooh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did he powdered sugar right off the top?
Wait, hold up. What the fuck was that?
He doesn't know what it is.
Wait, what happened?
I may or may not snort my ice caps.
I'm falling apart over here. You snort your fucking ice caps.
I said may or may not.
Plausible deniability maxi over here. What the fuck? Oh my god.
So that means the odds are not zero.
The odds are not zero. It's like the chance that Shaquille O'Neal will appear in your bedroom after you say his name 3 times are like implausible, but never zero. Low, but never zero. Sorry. The chance that something fucked will happen is quite low.
You're not gonna lie. If Adrian got $1 every time he burped, he'd be a billionaire.
Perhaps. If I burp for very long, is that like $100?
What? Yeah, like $1 per burp second is a burp
It's
second.
logarithmic, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a business model.
Yeah, just like sign up on the website and then we'll just record your burp sounds and then you'll get paid for it. Yeah, that's a great business model.
So we're gonna train AI on burps.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Burp AI. Not burp, but burp.
It's like the Minecraft zombie noise.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, what can you do this though? I didn't forget, but not so sure about you.
Adrian,
Hmm.
I'm gonna send you a funny video.
On Signal, I got it?
Yeah.
Fuck, I have to get up. Alright.
You know what's gonna be good when Oda says, I'm gonna send you a funny video.
That's got to be on Signal, so it's encrypted end-to-end.
And Signal too, hey, oh, that's really bad.
What the fuck is this? The comments though, Michael Jackson.
Wait, what? Which one, the first one or the second one?
I'm just watching the whole thing.
No, which one? I sent you two.
I'm looking at the second one right now.
Oh, okay.
You're so... Dude, the fucking subtitles are absolutely insane. Trying in Japanese?
One of my ears.
Oh my god!
I'll send it to Elliot.
That's where the meme's from.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Probably 15% of all memes on the internet are JoJo memes. I'm not even exaggerating. You have very likely seen a shit ton of JoJo memes that you don't even know.
It's making a lot of sense now. It's making a lot of sense now.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is literally known as an anime that is literally impossible to spoil. Like, I could give you, like, the plot, like, some of it, and then you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is going on? Yeah. And a lot of, it's very influential in Japan, so it's like, it's also, like, commonly used in Japanese media. Referenced in Japanese media. So if you watch a lot of anime, most animes have some sort of JoJo reference in there.
This out of context shit is funny as fuck. This is like what some fever dreams feel like. That's what I'm watching right now. What the fuck is this?
It's similar to Baki in the way that it doesn't make sense without context. Alright, Elliot, since you don't check Signal for some fucking reason, I sent it to you in Discord.
Oh my god. Wait, what did I just watch?
Which one?
The one that you sent me.
No, I'm talking about, Adrian's probably talking about a specific clip. Which clip is he talking about?
No, I'm not even talking about any clip. I'm reading some shit from work. What the fuck is this?
Oh.
Hey, dude, our system works very well. You mind if we change it? What is this?
You gotta make it better. This is my idea. I think it's better.
What the fuck is this, actually? Why? What?
I can imagine you say that when you have your first kid.
No. Kids make sense. This is like kids that are adults. You understand? They think they're adults, but they're not.
Listen, the second the child is
Technically speaking, every single fucking adult on this planet is just a kid with a lot of heuristics. Just a lot of other people don't have the heuristic to just not be a lot of the kid. Like, the kid aspect of what you are is supposed to survive in the section of your mind that deals with humor and all things cranky. But like, some people try to repress that so much that they're so fucking tight in the ass that if they took a fucking coal and shoved it out there, it's gonna turn into a fucking diamond. That's the whole fucking point.
Listen, the second the child turns 18, the second the child comes out of the room, you hand them a chess fucking board.
Chess board? You do what?
You hand them a chess board.
They're gonna eat it.
And now you're gonna slap their hand. Like, no, don't eat the chess board. Don't eat the chess pieces.
Why?
It's so much worse than that. If it's shit all over everything. Vomit all over everything.
So you
You're
have
gonna
this
shit on the chessboard.
that's like 5 minutes old. You're just like, look at this chessboard, do something.
Yeah. This is the fucking Asian tiger mom bullshit, but like, actually intellectual.
Why you not play piano yet?
Why are you not brain surgeon?
This guy's born 5 minutes ago and you're asking us to play.
Hey, welcome to the world. Here's chess and here's taxes.
This motherfucker's brain are like completely random. He has to.
No,
way to make it
He doesn't have a consciousness yet.
No, see, this is the thing. We don't need AI. We just do this to our kids. I mean, that's kind of what's happening when you put them into school, right? They just turn them into basically meat computers of the most inefficient sort.
Yes.
Oh, I fucking love them. The more time you spend in school, the more fucked your mind is. There's absolutely no exception to this that I've met personally. You're eating it somehow, like because you're super fucking stubborn. Okay, maybe that's the exception. But the majority, the more time you spend in there, the more counterintuitive fuck shit you'll just think of and think it's normal.
Yes.
Even the mega successful, same shit.
Just talking about like the general education system, right?
To this day, the worst time of my life is the time I was going to school. You could not pay me enough money to go back.
Why?
I don't understand these people with the mindset. They're like, oh, school was like the best time of my life. Why? Why the fuck was school the best time of your life? How shit is your life? You peak in fucking school.
Because they were born in a family, they have an IQ of 96, and they liked not having responsibilities and the ability to party and be lazy. That was fun. It's the cheap dopamine that they got when they were young, when they were able-bodied to move and do all this and have energy. That's what it is.
That is so much deeper than where I was going to go. I was going to say I'd love to go back again so that I had no responsibility and I'd fail every one of my classes because I'd ignore the dumb shit and I'd go build startup after startup after startup and change the fucking world.
Yeah, that's the only situation in which I would go back.
Or you fail your classes without being startups. That's even more fun.
I was one of those people that just got straight A's because it was stupid easy and I ignored every fucking class and the damn thing. It's so easy.
Passed everything.
What's that?
I would just play video games for history class and math games for math class, and everything else was downstream of
Playing
that.
that one kid in the back of the class, just playing Run 2 the entire time.
remember cool math games? Remember that?
That's what I'm talking about. Run.
I remember Math Blaster.
Blue.
There was this fucking site that it was called. Like, I remember as a kid when my teachers would ask me, they're like, "What the fuck are you playing?" I'm like, "Hey, we're in math class. This is called Cool Math Games."
Math Blaster was an interesting FPS where you could only shoot the target if you got the right math problem. I was like, this is a great way to like if war worked this way, it would be great.
Dude, Cool Math Games is still like the #1 learning site for kids. I don't think it's even close.
How the fuck is that a learning site?
You learn strategy. You learn how to use your brain, right? Instead of just coloring on a piece of paper without using your brain. I mean, think about it. You're going to be playing Cool Math Games if you're anywhere from like